Welcome to this tutorial. In our previous class, so as you can see today, we don't have the student, but I'm very sure you will understand. In our previous class, we discussed about uh, data structure, or say collections like data structure, which is we finish with the last one, which is dictionary. And in today's class, we're going to continue to our new topic in Python called operators. So what is operators in Python, and why do you need to learn it? What is it going to do? What are you going to do with it? So operators is something that you put in between two data and it's going to perform something between that two data. For example, if I said 2 is a data plus 3 is a data, then I put in between these two data, then I put my operator, which is plus. Plus means what? Add those two data together, which is going to give me 4. So Python operator is something that you put in between two data, and then at the end of the day, it's going to do some calculation, do some stuff, and going to give you a result. So we have so many different types of operators. In mathematics, you know only single one of operator, which is arithmetic operator. In mathematics, you only know arithmetic operator. But in programming, we have so many different types of operator. After arithmetic operator, we have it in programming, Python programming. We also have assignment operator. Then after assignment operator, we have comparison operator. We have logical operator. We have membership operator. And then we have identity operator. So I think how many? 6. Maybe if I remember the order type, I can tell you. But right now, this is what come in my head. Arithmetic, assignment, comparison, logical, membership operator, then identity. So all of those operators, there is some symbol or some sign that you put in between two data, then they're going to perform some action. So we know the arithmetic operator, what is it going to do? An every operator, it needs some type of specific data. For example, I can't just say 2 in 4. This is completely nonsense. I'm just like asking, do we have 2 in 4? It's not that division or something. No, because this one is a number data type, while this one is a number data type. And this operator, it doesn't operate in number data type. It needs what we call a sequence. So we need to have a sequence, something like a collection. Then I can ask like 2 in, then we have a list of numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So we can this is what it needs: single data and then sequence of data. So I'm just asking, like, do we have 2 in this sequence? Yes, we do have 2. Then the whole result is going to be true. If it is like 2 plus 3, then the whole result is going to be 5. But this one, the whole result is going to be what? True or false. So you see, the operators, they need some specific types of data they want to operate on them. Then they're going to give you some specific type of data. They're going to give you a specific types of data as a result. They can either give you boolean, or they can give you number data type, or some they might give you string data type. But you're going to learn one each of them and see. So this is just an example. Let me jump into, so arithmetic operator, you already know them. Is plus, minus, times, and divide by, then double division. This double division means if I set 7 divided by 2, the result is going to be I think it's going to be 3.5. Yes, so you see, it's going to give you a floating point. It's going to give you a plot data type. So let's say you don't want a plot data type, so you say 7 divided by 2, then it's going to give you 3. It doesn't care about the decimal point. It's just going to give you an integer as a result. So that's the meaning of this double equal sign. Then we have double asterisk, which means power. If I said 2 double asterisk 3. Yes, double asterisk 3. Then it's just the same thing to say 2 power 3, which is going to give us 8. So this is the operators we have inside the arithmetic. So this one is for the arithmetic operators. Then moving on, we have assignment operator. When we go to practical, we're going to see how to work with them. So assignment operator is just like the way you create a variable. You have a name of a memory space. For example, I say name, then I put equal sign, then I give it a value, say Ahmad. So you see, this is the value, this is the memory space, then we have operator in between them, which is equal sign operator, which is this is what we call assignment operator. So we have so many different types of assignment operator. We have equal sign, we have plus equal to, times equal to, divide by equal to, divide by equal to, multiply equal to. So each one of them is doing some kind of work, which is when we go to practical, you're going to understand. And this what this assignment operator does. So now we're done with the assignment operator. These are the operators we have inside assignment operator. Then we have comparison operator. So comparison operator is to compare. You sense from the name you hear compare. For example, I have two values. For example, I have variable n1 or 3 n2 equals to 4. Then I set n1, is it equivalent to n2? So I'm just literally asking like what I have inside n1, which is 3, is it equal to, like, they are equivalent, are they the same with what I have inside n2, which is 4? So if they are equivalent, if they are the same, then I'm going to see true. If they are not the same, then I'm going to see false. This is the result we're going to get. Then after double equal sign, I can also say n1, is it greater than n2? So I'm just asking what I have inside n1, is it greater than what I have inside n2? If yes, true. If no, false. Then n1 less than n2, then n1 equal to or greater than. So I'm just asking two questions at the same time. What I have inside n1, is it equal to what I have inside n2, or n1 is greater than n2? So if they are equal, then it's going to be true. If it is greater than, then it's going to be true. But if they are not equal, it's not greater than, then the answer is going to be false. Then I have the other way around, which is equal, equal or less than. So these are the comparison operators we have. This is for the comparison operator. Then we have logical operator. So you see the result of comparison operator is true. The result of assignment operator is putting value into the variable. The result of arithmetic operator is a decimal value, maybe a number. It can be float or integer. So now moving on, we have logical operator. So logical operator, if I have two comparison operator and I want both of the comparison operator at the end to be either true or false. For example, I said n1, is it greater than n2? No, sorry, equivalent to n2. So I can take this, say n1 equivalent to n2. Then I see and n1 greater than n2. So you see, this is a comparison operator, which is at the end of the day is going to return true or false. This is also comparison operator. At the end of the day is going to return true or false. So what is the meaning of this and? So this and, how it works is that if we have true and true, then the whole answer is going to be what? Is going to be true. But if I have true and false, then the whole answer is going to be false. This is how it works. If one of them, either this side or that side, is a false, then the answer is false. But if both of them are true, then it's true. Then after an operator, after an inside logical operator, we have O. And this O take, if I have true or false, true or false, then it's going to give me true. So what O operator need is one of them to be true. If this one is true or this one is true, then it's going to be true. If both of them are true, it's true. But if both of them are false, I have false, or in between, then it's going to be false. If both of them are false, then we have not operator, which is not. So not is like the opposite. If I have true, then I say not true, then it's going to be converted to false. If I have false, then I say not false, then it's going to be converted to what? To true. This is how not works. So if I said not true, then it's going to be what? False. If I say not false, then it's going to be what? It's going to be true. So this is how not operator works. Then moving on, we have the second to the last, which is membership operator. So membership operator works this way. It works with sequence. If I have like values, then I can either check, do we have something like I said 2, then I have 3, 4, 5. So this is a list of 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I ask, do I have 2 inside this sequence? If I have 2, then I'm going to see true. If not, then I'm going to see what? False. So the value of this is false. Then I can also ask 2 not in 3, 4, 5. So I'm literally asking like I don't have 2 in this sequence, right? So that's what we call not in. So membership operator only has 2 operators, which is not in and in. Then we have identity operator, which is identity operator is look into memory space and check whether if 2 objects are looking at the same memory space or they are the same. Let me clarify it for you. So this is how it works. For example, I created a variable called n1 and sorry name, then I say equal to Sani. Then I create another variable called name2 and I give it the same value, which is equal to Sani. So what Python is going to do is that Python is a dynamic program. So before it saves this value, it's going to check, do we have the same value inside our memory, the same thing here, Sally? Then it's going to see, yes, we do have it. So since we do have it, then both of these variable, they're going to point at the same memory space location. And if we check, if I say name is name2, then the value is going to be true. The reason why it's going to be true because they are both looking at the same memory location. For example, this is my memory, then this is where I put sign. So name1 is looking at this, name2 is also looking at this because they both have the same value. Then when you check name is name2, you're going to see true. So this is how it works. This is it about member identity operator. We have also another operator which after is we have is not. So when we go to practical, you're going to learn all about them one after the other. And when we come to project, make sure you understand the concept. That's all what it matters here. Just understand the concept. When you understand the concept, and when it comes to doing project, that's where you're going is the project is going to reinforce your understanding. Don't think, wow, you just blow up our head. You completely finish all of these types of operator. How can I go get along? No, you can get along. My brother, just listen and follow along. Don't think it's too heavy. No, I can separate the video into each arithmetic specifically assignment, but I decided to finish them all at once because one thing I do believe is when we start doing project with you guys, you're going to understand all the concepts you learn. I'm going to ask you, okay, do this, do that. Then you have to go back and think, okay, uh, I said I have to put this condition to check whether I have this value inside that value. Then you remember, wow, I can use membership operator. Then I ask you to compute something, then you can remember, yeah, I can do what arithmetic operator, and so on and so forth. I hope you understand my point here. So all what is matter is the concept. See you in our practical. So we done with the practical, we done with the theoretical part. Now we're going to do the practical in a Python operator. So let me go and open the folder I'm working on, which is test. Inside test, I am doing the practical inside this beginner.py. So let me control delete all. So as if you can remember in our theoretical part, I said operator is something what you put in between two variable or in between two data, then it's going to perform some operation. And I gave you example. If you have this data like 3, then you say plus pi. So this in between, what you put in between is what we call operator, and what comes side by side to that operator is what we call operands. And there are data, or you can put a variable. You can either put data or variable. So now I said 2 plus 3, which is, we know, is going to give us a result. So the result is going to give you, is going to be either boolean, or is going to be a decimal value, a floating point value, or integer, anyone. So now let me show you an example. If I say print 3 plus 6, sorry, 3 plus 6. So we know this is an assignment operator, and so the arithmetic operator, one of those type of operators that we learn in theory 5. So what it does, that this operator now take this data and this data and add them together. So operator is what you put in between two datas, then it will determine which kind of operation is going to perform on them. So we have different types of operator as I mentioned. You already know the arithmetic operator, which is, you already familiar with it since in your mathematics class. Arithmetic operator, which is, as I mentioned, we have plus, minus, times as an asterisk. Then we have divide by, double division, which is going to divide number without a decimal point. Then we have asterisk, which is means a square. So let's do the practical and see. Now I'm going to say print, and we say 2 plus 3. We're going to see all the output. 2 plus 3 is going to give us 5. Or do you know what? Instead, let me just create variable. Say n1 equals to 2, then n2 equals to 3. Then instead of calling the actual value, let me call the variable so that you guys understand what I mean. N1, N2. Let me, so let me put minus, okay, minus times divided by, double divided by, then last but not the least, which is square. I'm going to explain each one of operator what it does. So number one, already know it, addition, subtraction, saying 3 minus 2, which is n2 is still 3, then n1 is still 2, then 3 minus 2, and 2 times 3, and 2 divided by 3, then 2 divided by 3 means we want to divide the numbers, but we don't want the output or the result to be in a floating point value. We don't want it to be in plot. We just want our straight answer. Then we have n1, which is 2, asterisk asterisk, n2, which is 3. So this literally means like 2 power 3. This is what it means. So now let's run and see all the output. You see, addition 5 minus 6 minus 1 6. This is the division with decimal point, and this is division without decimal point, which is a normal integer, and this is power 2 power 3, which is 3x. So this is about arithmetic operator. Then moving on, we have another type of operator, which is assignment operator. So in assignment operator, we have equal sign, we have plus equal to, we have plus minus equal to, times equal to, divide by equal to, then we have divide by equal to, then we have asterisk asterisk equal to. So what it means is adding, like assigning value to a variable. Like this now, see, we set equal sign is an assignment operator, and now I set n1. This is the memory space, the name of the memory space, and this is the value. So when this operator stand in between of them, it's telling that okay, we're going to take these two and then we're going to put it inside this memory space. So this is what we call assignment, like you assign value to. So what about this plus equal sign? If I set n1 then plus equal to 3. So what I'm literally saying here is that what I already have in n1, which is 2, I want you to add 3 to it. So this is what it means. And if I set uh, minus, then I said what I already have in n1, I want you to subtract 3 from it. And if I set uh, asterisk, then I say what I already have in n1, I want you to multiply it by 3. So when it multiplied, it's also going to store it inside the n1. That's the reason why you put it that way. It's not going to give us a new value, it's going to update the value of n1. Since n1 already have 2, so when I say as multiply equal to 3, it's going to take that 2 and multiply it by 3, then it's going to become 6, and then store the 6 inside the n1. So this is it about assignment operator. This is how it works, and this is their operator. Then moving on, we have comparison operator, which is just for comparison, or I say for comparing. Comparison operator. Then we have double equal sign, we have greater than, we have less than, we have greater than equal to, we have less than equal to. So what it means is that if I want to like ask my computer, does n1 equal to n2? I'm just asking like what I have inside n1, is it equal to what I have inside n2? Then if they are equal, I'm going to see true. If not, I'm going to see false. Then the other operator, which is greater than, I'm asking what I have inside n1, is it greater than what I have inside n2? If yes, I'm going to see output of true. Then the other one, which is less than, then I said what I have inside n1, is it less than what I have inside n2? If it is true, then I'm going to see true, otherwise I'm going to see false. Then we have greater than equal to. So here I'm asking what I have inside n1, is it greater than n2, or they are equal? If one of those questions is true, then the answer is going to be true. Are they the n1, is it greater than n2? If yes, then it's true. Are they equal? If yes, then the answer is true. Then we have less than equal to. It's also the same thing, asking two questions at the same time. What I have inside n1, is it less than or equal to what I have inside n2? If one of those questions is true, is it great less than or they are equal, then the answer is going to be shown true. So this is it about comparison operator. Let's print and see the output. So you see we have false, false, they are not equal, it's not greater than, but it's less than, false, true. So you can see it here. Then moving on, we have logical operator. Logical operator, which has only three operators. We have and, or, and, not. So and is going to give us only true if both value are true. For example, we see this only question, this comparison operator is going to return what? Is going to return false. But if I set and then I put another maybe comparison operator like this one, so as you can see here now, if this one is true or this one is false and this one is also false, then the answer is going to be false. But if this one is true and this one also true, then the answer is going to be true, because and only give us true if both of them are true. Let me show you a practical way instead of using the comparison operator. So let me put true and true and true and true. So true and true is going to give me true. You see, but when I say true, then I say I'm false, then it's going to be false, because an operator only give us true if both of them are true. You may ask, where can I use this logical operator? When it comes to conditional statement, you understand the reason why you are learning comparison operator and logical operator. They're going to help you there. Then we have O, and O is going to give us true if one of those value are true. For example, if this one is true, then this one is false, then it's going to give us true. If we run, it's going to see what? True. But it's only give us false if both of them are false. We run it, it's going to give us false because both of them are false. Then we have the last but not least, which is not operator. So not operator is going to give us this one is true and also false. So I'm saying not false, that means I mean true. So not false is true. So it's going to be like opposite of what you put. When you I put true, then it's going to give me false. This is it about logical operator. Then we have the other operator, which is membership. If I have a list, then I can check if I have some value inside it. It has only two operators, which is in and not in. These operators only has not in and in. So for example, let's say this is a name of a person, then I want to check, do I have this kind of character inside the name? Then I can say, do I have C? Do I have C inside N2, which is we store Peter inside N2? So I'm asking, do I have C inside N2? If yes, then I'm going to see true. If no, I'm going to see false. So if I change and put P, then I'm going to see what? I'm going to see true, yes, because we do have P inside inside N2. But if I set not in, so I'm just like asking, I don't have P inside N2, right? So if I have it, then you say no, you do have it. You see, false, you do have it. But if I said C, say yes, you don't have it. So this is it. Then we have the last one but not the least, which is identity operator. Identity operator, which is only has only two operator, is and is not. So identity operator is used to check for identity. For example, now I have this N2 is a is 2. Then I'm going to check is N1 N2, like N1 is N2. So I'm checking what I have inside N1. Is it the object? Is it the same thing, like checking for are they twins? Now I'm going to see what I'm going to see first. Yes, because they are not equal. This one is integer while this one is string. Even if they are string, it's not going to give you true because they are not the same. For example, if I said John, So I'm also going to see false because what, they are not the same. But what if I put theta? Then now they are the same. Then it's going to give us true because both of these values inside the memory of Python is going to uh, this this memory space, they're all going to look at the same place. So when you check for their identity, it's going to tell you yes, they are the same because they both looking at the same memory space because they have the same value. So now this is about is. When you put is not, it's just like asking what anyone is not n to write, and it's going to tell you false, they are. So this is it, and this is the end of this arithmetic operator lesson. Then we're going to meet in our next class where we're going to start learning about flow control. See you in our next class.